feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another deal. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, beyond, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner, so I had to drink it to the dreams.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the
a glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. It's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Eagles first down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
The Raven first down.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
The last
4.
run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
Great pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their key.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. A rare pick-6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick-6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ravens nothing.
On second down, Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Damian Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Ravens nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. coming up at halftime. We'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Brown on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one. Boswell good with the extra point, and a run is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Mike 7. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So now 2 pick-6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one. And and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike 7. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike 7.
From the gun, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before half for Brady. Flush to his right. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
On for the point after.
Well, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick-6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Ravens 44-yard line.
Now Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They run it again with Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ty Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice to the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Chris Boswell.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw out and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
On the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, it's Brady. And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 26. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
7 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
20-yard line.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Boswell's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
And out.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl? Mike 7. Mike. Sugar.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Philadelphia, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the